rigs are currently drilling in North Dakota. I highlighted a little bit of our black service area there, and so far it's been proven reserves that there's billions of barrels of recovery of oil to be recovered. There's 150 some rigs drilling in the state of North Dakota, and 74 of these, compared to 38 2 years ago, are drilling in our service area. But we're seeing at least 75 well requests. Put the number of wells and everything, we estimated Montreal-Ames is going to go from about 80 megawatts this year to about 350 megawatts in 2020, otherwise within 10 years.
We went through our growth spurt a number of years ago, and now we're seeing what is considered the downturn in the economy. But it's not all bad. You can see in 2011, we are expecting a 1.68% drop in our sales. The challenges we're facing, as you can imagine, are we're going to have to look at our organization and figure out ways to retool it as you transition from a business that went from a very booming economy to now one that has seen the troubles of the downturn in the energy market. One of the things we have been seeing is these energy sales here. As you can see, peaked in 2008, and since then we've been fairly flat, but as you can see, there's somewhat of a drop in sales, and especially what we're looking at in 2011. Well, the energy sales translate to revenues, and we all are facing the upward pressure in our revenues.
Mountain View Electric, this is just a scale of our growth. In 1985, we had 12,500 meters. We doubled that in 1999. We were on the path to double that again, probably around 2012, and then the economy slowed down. As you can see on the last few years, our growth is pretty well flanked. The growth that we experienced in the early 80s, we were pretty much able to feather that into our existing plant, do a tap line here and drop, a couple of, maybe a few thousand feet there. It was 40-acre and 10-acre and 5-acre lots that they were adding. And then in the 90s, they started building these a lot denser subdivisions, going to 2.5-acre and finally down to half-acre lots. And so that was causing us to make a tremendous investment in our new substations, new feeder lines, new tie lines, and then upgrading the line that we currently had. So
our load growth since 2005 has averaged just over 12.5%, but to give you a feel for the impact of ethanol, if you eliminate the ethanol loads, that growth drops to about 3.5%. In addition, they're just great business partners, but more importantly, I'm not an engineer, but they're great load factors. And being great business partners, give you an example of how we work together. We've been in the process of completing detailed energy audits, which are part of our energy efficiency programs in Midland. And the audits move beyond just traditional items like motors and lights, but also to the actual processes. And our key account staff will be sitting down and reviewing these audits with the management teams of these plants, and then also working closely with them on next step implementation.